Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
As the manhunt for killers of Nigerian soldiers in Okuama, Delta State continues, President Bola Tinubu last week stressed the need for traditional rulers and community leaders to champion the fight against crime and criminality within their kingdoms for peace and prosperity in the nation. President Tinubu, who conferred national honors on the late officers and men of the Nigerian army gruesomely murdered in Okuama, Delta State on March 14, 2024, also directed the immediate payments of their entitlements to their families during the funeral at the military cemetery in Abuja, and appealed to traditional rulers to cooperate with military authorities in fishing out the culprits.
It was a sober moment at the military cemetery in the nation's capital, Abuja, where the remains of 4 officers and 13 men of the Nigerian army who met their tragic end in Okuama, Delta State 2 weeks ago were committed to Mother Earth. In recognition of their sacrifice to the nation, President Tinubu directed the military authority to pay the entitlements of the 17 soldiers within 90 days. The president, while reiterating the commitment of the government to fish out the perpetrators of the dastardly act, called on community leaders to assist the military with their ongoing investigations, promising that innocent citizens would not bear the consequences of the action of the criminal element.
Leaders at all levels, especially community leaders and traditional rulers, must work to strengthen the bonds that unite us. We must end the cycle of violence and bloodletting.
Some members of the South-South caucus in the National Assembly, Senator Benson Kombowei and Honorable Fred Agbedi, condemned the ugly incident.
I actually could not imagine how people at this age will indulge into activities of this nature.
For us as a caucus of the South-South in the House of Reps, we condemn it in its entirety. These are federal officers who are vested with the constitutional responsibility of bringing about peace.
Also, Governor Doyediri of Bayelsa State last week at the 31st meeting of the State Security Council assured the military of the state's support in their search for perpetrators of the March 14th incident in Okuama. He, however, appealed to the military to allow innocent citizens who went into hiding in Igbomotoru to return to their normal lives.
Senior officers of the army and soldiers were brutally, senselessly murdered in Delta State, the fallout of which also affected us in Bayelsa. Igbomotoru from that day was under some form of siege as we work underground to ensure that innocent lives were not lost any further in Igbomotoru. While we will also still call on the military to allow civilian efforts now so that those who are trapped will come out and live their normal lives.
However, concerns about the manner in which the military is going about its investigation in communities across the Niger Delta are hitting the rooftop. Apart from the complete shutdown of Okuama community, the army has extended its dragnet to neighboring communities like Igbomotoru in Bayelsa State and Orere, also in Ughelli South local government area of Delta State. Residents of Orere community who narrated their experiences say the soldiers were clearly on a mission to avenge their loss.
So you just waking up from your bed, the next thing you see are more than 200 military men with guns and ammunition everywhere. This community Orere is not even by the river bank. So there is nothing connecting us to Okuama. Even if they are investigating what transpired in Okuama, the way and manner the Nigerian army is going about it, I think is not right. To inform our president, because I heard him on news giving an order that The army should go on a full-scale investigation. But going on a full-scale investigation and you want to kill everybody around, I don't think you are investigating anything.
As they interrogate me, other soldiers, they take the hand, breaking people door, taking people things. And I don't know when they are interrogating me, beating people in the village.
While the dastardly killing of the soldiers is unfortunate, it is worrisome that despite several appeals for restraint and respect for the rule of law, the military continued its vitriolic march against neighboring communities, allegedly intimidating and victimizing innocent citizens. Retired Air Vice Marshal Lucky Achuko Ararile, the Ovie of Omiagwa Abrakai Kingdom, is calling on President Tinubu to, as a matter of urgency, order the army out of Okuama and other affected communities.
And let the subjects go back to their estate, whatever is left of their community, let them go and start rebuilding their lives. It's equally important that I implore the President to revert the military and the services to their traditional roles in society. The army, enough of the army doing police work. Most of these problems are the issues of non-definition of roles.
In a recent development, the Defense Headquarters last week declared 8 persons wanted, including the Ovie of Ewu Kingdom in Uweli South Local Government Area of the state, His Royal Majesty Clement Ikolo Ogeneru Kewe, and the President General of Ewu Clan Development Union, Professor Arthur Ekpekpo, in connection with the killing of officers and men of the Nigerian Army in Okuama. His Royal Majesty Ogeneru Kewe, who spoke to journalists shortly before turning himself in at police headquarters in Asaba, denied allegations of any involvement in the heinous act.
I'm the traditional ruler, yes, I'm the traditional ruler of a Burubu kingdom. However, I know nothing about it, and I'm going to the police to turn myself in.
Meanwhile, recent report revealed that the Delta State Police Command has handed over the monarch who surrendered himself to the army in Asaba. A development senior advocate of Nigeria and human rights lawyer Femi Falana strongly criticized, questioning the right of the Nigerian army to declare anyone wanted, let alone carry out an investigation on a civil matter. While the hunt for the perpetrators must continue, there is a pressing need for caution by the Nigerian army. It is essential to uphold the rule of law, respect the rights of innocent citizens, and work collaboratively with local authorities to ensure a fair and thorough investigation process.